Hey people, Injured here, 2v2, Golgotha Depths, blue team. It's Paige as an Apothecary support commander that fights in melee combat. Battlefield begins with a targeted heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Alongside Mortarion is a Lord Commissar, fights in melee combat, really good offense and support, and begins with a refractor field. This is the Mordian Iron Guard elite scheme. Red team, retroi is a Farseer support commander that fights in melee combat, lots of great buffs with some debuffs and control abilities too. And rounding us off, Critical32 as a Mekboy, a teleporting commander that fights range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support, disrupt, build structures and repair. What a useful little orc to have in your team. North is going to be Apothecary versus Mekboy, and south Lord Commissar versus that Farseer. He's already grabbed that contested power. You only have one natural power on this map, but it is pretty damn natural. You can still bash it though. We might see some of that from these tactical marines if they get a flamer in play. And Paige needs to push forward here. Could decap that wreck point because Critical is in the middle. Kicking off in the south though. Sentinel has the ground pound on the way. And it looks like, wow, triple Dire Avengers opening for retroi, which is tough for double Guardian and a Sentinel, because how do you approach that? With guide support, they're pretty much going to shoot down anything that tries to get close. Even the Lord Commissar with his shield up, that shield is going to drop super fast. Need some catachans up or something as quick as he can to disrupt and or shut down that kind of thing. Early on it's going to be tough. He's going to need to be defensive. I mean, look at the damage right there on that Lord Commissar. Guide on those Dire Avengers. That's only 2 Dire Avengers firing as well. Here comes the third, and now the Farseer is trying to get into combat, tie up those guards, and eats a stomp though. And now she's in a little bit of trouble because those guys can all turn and shoot. She's still stunned, needs to run away though. She'll be fine, I think. Yeah, she'll be fine. And pushing forward is retroi. Mortarion needs that tier 1.5 unit out quickly so he can approach that blob. Sluggers in amongst tactical marines, get 2 models here. The other one, luckily for them, was kind of split off and gets away. Scouts now are under pressure, but they do get away, and it's double scouts for Paige. Critical with single shooters straight into some Storm Boys here, which says to me that we might be seeing double Storm Boys, or he might be going straight into looters after. Either way, it's not double shooters, so it's interesting. And it's a friendly grenade on the Apothecary's face. He has the Sanguine Chainsword, which I looked up and is 38 DPS, so around about the same as a default force commander. And of course you get that heal on hit. 25 health as well. Not a bad heal per hit. Got a weapon team up on the south side for retroi, and it's artillery spotters that Mortarion has gone for. Try and shut down that ranged blob of pew pew death. Mekboy's been annoying, has taken a garrison. Where are those tactical marines? There they are. We're going to see a flamer anytime soon. No sign of it. Mekboy gets out and teleports off. Can get behind a heavy cover now of this stuff. Sluggers with those burners gives them a couple of power weapons and a health increase, as you can see, 20% health increase as well, nothing to sniff at. Sentinel decaps mid. Mortarion needs to come here and push through the mid, I think, because he's not going to be retaking this node anytime soon unless he gets some really good spotter plays off. He can, I guess, shut down the Dire Avenger blob with smoke and then disrupt the shuriken and try and get the Lord Commissar into combat with it. But uses the mortar shell here on the Dire Avengers. A good hit, a big chunk of damage there, and he's actually just forced them off. He can push through maybe. Shuriken now comes into play. Not sure where the Lord Commissar is. He's trying to flank out. There's the smoke shell. Nicely done by Mortarion. Forces off the Eldar player. Oh, Apothecary is down over here. Oh, look, has the purification vials. Bunch of dead orcs. I'm sure that had something to do with it. Most likely these scout grenades also. So that's going to be a big part of this. if he can pull off those close range grenades. He does have, well, he'll soon have double shotguns. And we do see those double storm boys. Awesome. So yeah, lots of anti-melee. Vials, grenades, shotguns can do some really nasty things to blobbed up orcs. We will see. Retroi goes tier 2. And Mortarion is floating like crazy here. Loads of wreck anyway. Here we go. Storm boys, double storm boys are pushing. What are those sluggers up to though? Do we have the battery pack? Surely we do. Yes. Have a taste. 2-to-1 cap right now for Blue. Just trying to keep his stings in play as much as he can. He's going to get all the way into base almost here, the Orc player. Chasing down those tactical marines. Base turrets having to come into play, and now they all jump off. Aggressive Stormboy play. Isn't triple Stormboys on the way? Is that a mistake? They are down to 35 power now. There's the smoke shell. Just forced off some Dire Avengers, it looks like. And the mid will turn blue. Lots of pressure here from the Orc player. Triple Stormboys are in play. So Paige wants to get a Dreadnought, I guess. And we're most likely going to see Critical get some anti-vehicle up immediately in tier 2 in anticipation of a melee Dreadnought from Paige. Going for the garrison there. Can burn them out with Burn That House, and here come the sluggers to do so. And he gets straight back out that garrison. Doesn't want any part of that slugger ability. There's a shotgun blast. Didn't hit those storm boys though. So much pressure here. Not likely he can get devastators. Immediately jump though. It may give him a nice focal point for the attacks, because right now Critical can just kind of run into combat. Doesn't even need to really jump. But with a devastator there, you're making them jump, and then you can set up shotgun blasts and grenades off that to counter initiate. These tactical marines are in a really, really bad position. He's going to lose them. Yep, storm boys are really bad at chasing, but even they can chase down that. Got tactical marines out of position, which obviously with triple storm boys running around is supremely dangerous. Retroi has Wraith Guard, the bane of Imperial Guard. Makes it really tough to make Chimera plays work. Now that they can fire on a move as well, you can tie them up with your Lord Commissar, but even if they are tied up, especially by a single entity, they can still move forward, try and move ahead of the attacking unit and get those fire on a move shots in. Maybe we'll see some Ogrins from Mortarion. Does have a missile launcher up on the Sentinel. Paige is still in tier 1. Spent a lot of resources upgrading his scouts and his Apothecary, and loses those tactical marines. Looking grim on that north side. Does have this power though. How much power melee damage is that on the field for Critical32? Once they all get their knob leaders, that is going to be scary, scary stuff. They're getting improved rocket packs, triple improved rocket packs. That's a massive burst of damage he's got potentially there. Dire Avengers are bashing power, getting their Warlock leaders up, or Exarch leaders as they are on Dire Avengers. You see him at the front there with that melee weapon. Can leap into combat and give them the Embolden ability. It's the Mekboy decapping the central VP, and look at this map. It's so red right now. Blue team under serious pressure. Mortarion have found it really tough to contest his south sides of scouts here. Look, this wreck point is even red. Oh! Bomber boys. And another one, actually, friendly fire on the other Storm Boy squad. That is so walky, and there's another bomber boy. This is the walkiest build ever. Triple Storm Boys. The way they just jump through the air is hilarious. They could have turned around and twisted around. Farseer might go down in retreat. Yes, Plasma Gun's doing work. Got double Plasma Gun guards and fully upgraded against Eldar. Maybe he wants to tie up those Wraith Guard with the Lord Commissar and then pile on with those Plasma Guns. Wraith Guard are heavy infantry. 437, 331. Lord Commissar with his spectacularly good What is it? Is it a bolt pistol? Looks like a tiny bolt pistol. It might be just a las pistol or something. Don't think it is a bolt pistol. Would be much bigger. But yeah, it does like 17 DPS, that pistol. Insane. Has carapace and stubbornness. No sign of Ogrins. He's floating ungodly amounts of almost 1,000 requisition. Orks exploding all over the place. He actually lost one of his Stormboy squads. Not sure where exactly that might have happened. Has some tank busters up, but Paige is a ways off yet from getting a Dreadnought on the field. Does he still want a Dreadnought on the field? With Wraith Guard and tank busters and potentially a beamy death gun for the Mekboy, all of which can be buffed of course by the Farseer if she's around. Oh, painful missile launcher play off the Sentinel, getting on its way to level 3. 878 points on it now at level 2. Wraith Guard trying to bash power, but there is that Lord Commissar. As you can see there, still getting shots off if you're running away from that melee unit. Forcing melee combat with Guardsmen doesn't achieve a whole lot, but hey, why not? Grenade almost wipes out those shooters. Nicely done by Paige. Level 3 scouts now. Somehow he's like contesting this north side with just double scouts and an apothecary. There's the purification vials, and you see the knob leaders on those storm boys. They are seriously mean, and they look awesome now with those two-handed axes. Huge choppers, I guess they are. I believe it's just a copy paste of the knob choppers, so they are pretty damn painful. Attack a lot slower than the old heavy melee knife, but big bursts of damage. Help you chasing down those tier 2 vehicles, getting rear arm hits and stuff. Bursts of damage are always better, pretty much, in Dawn of War 2. Tier 3 for Retroi. And he's got a decent chunk of resources as well to get something up. Farseer capping blue team's natural, but I'm not sure how Paige is contesting so much of the map. Decap this victory point. This power's decapped. Now he's going after central VP. Needs to get this wreck point back though. I imagine that was a teleporting Mekboy. Mekboy is back on the field, and a war truck on the way for Critical 32. Seer Council for Retroi. That's a weird choice. Against a load of piddly guardsmen and a stomp. Mekboy is now level 2, has the custom force field, knocking stuff all over the place. Farseer's in retreat, it looks like. Lost the indicator for her. Apothecary has retaken a wreck point, was now idle for a little bit. Has armory of the Apothecarian sprinting around the map now, and a Dreadnought is on the way. Super late, but we'll see what it does. It might still do a whole lot of good stuff. Xeno Power Claw on the Lord Commissar. Heavy melee weapon, can go after the war truck with it. Get on rear armor. Double bomber boys decimating those guards and gets them off the field immediately. And now they can reinforce, of course, off that war truck. Now they all get inside. Sentinel almost finished it off with the missile launcher. Got to switch back to those crack missiles. Seems unwilling to go after it. Where are the sluggers at? They're back at base, so they can't come out and repair that thing. Storm Boys on the offensive. Now calming down to cap a bit. Oh, there's the Cult of Speed. That global buff from the Mekboy. A really good buff as well. Dreadnought is in play, stomping around the north. Here it is. Starts off as a melee walker. Have 2 Dreadnought close combat weapons, 100 DPS heavy melee with a 40 damage splash per hit, which is also heavy melee. And melee resist, of course, so bad news all around for those double Storm Boys. Really bad news. Where's that beamy? There it is, immediately. Already up. So Dreadnought's going to be under pressure, because there's tank busters and that beamy, and this thing does insane. Look at that. 160 damage per shot. 28 armor piercing DPS, which is a hell of a lot. I believe the Hive Tyrant's Venom Cannon is 22. Just goes to show how much DPS that beamy death gun does. It is a setup weapon, of course, though. can still teleport around, set up. Wraith Guard pushing into base, maybe? They are immune to suppression. Looks like he's not going to, though. Triple cap for red team. So, it's all about the potential comeback for blue. They are really under pressure, though. What does Paige do here? Does he try and get tier 3 tanks going? He's not even at 100 power right now, though. Where's that Seer Council? What are they doing? They're bashing a node and losing models. Ogren's on the field. Was that a good choice with Seer Council up? Seer Council doing around 40 DPS power melee per model, I believe. So Ogren's will take a hell of a lot of damage from those guys. But hey, here we are. Is there Awe of Discipline? No, it's Stubbornness instead. What's going on mid? Apothecary's capping even. Dreadnought lost a chunk of health already. Purification Vials is dodged by getting into the war track, and now everything piles out again to fight the Apothecary, and they will tear him apart. Down he goes. As you saw, that didn't count as being in combat. He was still sprinting around. It only counts as in combat if you make an attack, not if you are being attacked. 260, 165. War truck is going to go down. Rear armor hits from the Ogrins, and the Dreadnought is right there. Also takes out something. No, I thought he took out one of the Storm Boys, but it was just the Knob Leader, I think, that got owned. Or was... I'm not sure. I thought he lost a squad. Was there a little Calder Boys there that I didn't see? Slugger Boys have their Knob Leader. So much melee on that, in that little Orky army. And Guardsmen are trying to repair this Dreadnought. He wants to get into a safe place first. There we go. And then Scouts can help repair afterwards, maybe. These guys are not actually repairing. There we go. Kicking off in the mid. Ogrins are smacking on something. What is that? Oh, it's the Farseer. Seer Council hanging back for now, but here comes those charge leaps, but no knockbacks. In fact, they were knocked back by Use Your Red on the Ogrins. But now they're getting chopped up. Look at the damage on those Ogrins now. Seer Council are tearing them apart. They're going to wipe them out, I think. Yes, they are. Big chunks of XP for those guys now, and they get, I think it's around 3,800 hit points when they hit level 4 Seer Council. That is scary because they're quick. They have fleet. Tier 3 for Critical 32 and Tier 3 for Paige has a good amount of red. We could see a game-changing nuke, and Mortarion also, if he can get Tier 3, has enough for a nuke pretty much. Stormboy jumping in right to the path of a Dreadnought though. Uses Emperor's Fist a little bit late, but still does a chunk of damage. Lord Commissar is down. Oh no. Oh, he's still alive. He can go and revive. I thought he'd use Laramans before the Lord Commissar went down to just revive himself. That would have been annoying. 249, 130. Somehow, blue team's still in this game. I'm loving this double Storm Boys though. A level 2 and what? Level 2. Tank Busters, still level 1. Dreadnought is still a threat. And he's getting Dark Age of Technology, which is plus 300 health, I guess. And I think a better inspiration effect. We'll see the tooltip, what it tells us. It's definitely not choppy infantry, don't believe that. Not sure where it pulls that text from, but it's mostly wrong. Down goes the Wraith Guard. Look at that line of shields and a webway gate there. Blue team have the northern power completely populated. Terminators are on the field for Paige with double Storm Boys and potential knobs. That could be a death sentence, not to mention those Seer Council, but we'll see how the Terminators do. I suppose the Dreadnought can kind of babysit them, as it were. He's going for a looted tank though, is Critical 32. Down goes the webway. Seer Council in all sorts of trouble. Forcing melee combat. Are the Terminators, are they? No, might have. In fact, I think they would have definitely finished off that Seer Council if they did. Stormboy chasing down the Sentinel. Down it goes. A headbutt there from the Nob Leader. Mortarion needs a Lehman Russ or something. There we go. It's got 1500 requisition. I mean, really. Just buy loads of guards when you might as well. Looted tank getting the reinforced plating. Takes it up to 800 hit points, which is not bad at all for a tank. Where's that tooltip? What does it say? Inspiration now increases damage by 35%. Yeah, just makes inspiration better as well. Pretty cool. Rocket run and an Eldritch. Wow, that's a pretty good rocket run. The Eldritch doesn't wipe out the guardsmen somehow. They live. Level 4 guardsmen, both of them. 1429 hit points on those guys. Just the sergeant there as well. 1946 hit points if you had the Commissar. Massive difference. I guess you have those 2 extra models, or 3 extra, yeah, 2 extra models and the Commissar. Lord Commissar here, level 5, doesn't really want to fight double Storm Boys, though. Really good Cyclone Missile Launcher. Such a powerful anti-vehicle ability now. Does huge chunks of damage over a large area. Amazing against stuff like Land Raiders and Baneblades. D cannons, double D cannons in fact for Retroi. 146, 130. Blue team are holding on admirably. They are right back into this game. You have a Lehman Russ, you have a Dreadnought that's still stomping around at level 2 with Dark Age of technology of Terminators. A almost level 7 Apothecary. Double Storm Boys petering out in their scariness as the game has gone on, I suppose. It's an Executioner Lehman Russ. That's the Basilisk Flare, reducing the range of all that stuff so the tank busters can't fire. Nicely done. Well, here come Wraith Guard. And down goes the Apothecary. He was pew-pewed down hard. Dreadnought in amongst the D-Cannon. Might have wanted to tie up the Wraith Guard instead, but D-Cannon does lose a model or 2 there. What was that? Oh, it was the boom shot or whatever it's called from a looted tank, knocking over all that stuff. Frantic action in the mid. Red team are leaving that full northern power completely uncontested. That's really screwing them over here, because Paige can get a Land Raider Redeemer out. In fact, why are they not getting it? Maybe they just don't realise how much resources they've got right now. Kassakin on the field for Mortarion. No sign of a weapon upgrade yet, but a very useful purchase nonetheless. That DPS on those Storm Boys. Bomber Boys though, ouch. That was painful. They didn't lose a model though. Oh, he's gone for... Oh no, that was just a frag grenade. I thought he'd gone for the grenade launchers, and that was a grenade launcher flying out there, but it's plasma guns on the way for those guys. Paige still not purchasing anything. 240 power float. And that's unfortunate. It takes a while to get a Land Raider out. Like 75 seconds or something. And that's a hell of a long time in Dawn of War 2. Eldar, no way they can approach that. No way at all. You've got the DPS from the Storm Bolters, these double scouts which are really high level. And that Dreadnought waiting. The cannon is persuaded to leave. Red team are still in the mid though. They have some orky stuff. The Wraith Guard. Big damage on those Terminators. What level are these guys? Level 2. Paige is still not purchasing anything. More looted tank for Critical. Land Raider would be the obvious choice to camp mid with it. But maybe want some las cannon predators for those looted tanks. Lehman Russ trying to chase this guy down. Executioner cannon is I think it's called a plasma destroyer actually, the weapon, but it's not really an anti-vehicle tank. Really good versus infantry though. Still do a job for you against it. Vehicles though for sure. Blue team are capping mid. Red team running out of steam here. Double D cannons are still in play, but can they? There's a big target for a singularity. Nope. What's this? See a council flanking around. What level are these guys? Level 2. I mean, they absolutely destroyed those openings, but other than that, have they really achieved that much? Was not expecting that purchase. Obvious was to go for a fire prison. So the council will get away, I think. Oh, maybe not. Xenos Power Claw in there, and down to 29 hit points. They do get away. Lehman Russ does not, though. Down goes a looted tank as well. Losses all over the place. 146 to 90. Red team have the 2-1 back. There's the double. In fact, Paige is still not purchasing anything. 1500 requisition, almost 400 power. What are you waiting for, sir? Another Lehman Russ for Mortarion. Terminators will force melee combat on those poor Dire Avengers. Power fists just squashing them. But they do get away. Lord Commissar now level 8. Puts his shield up, but there's a stun from the Knob Leader of the Storm Boys landing on you. And it would stun you, to be fair. Probably kill you, in fact. Another jump in. This Dreadnought has been used really well by Paige. Now level 4. Up to 1897 hit points on that guy. Apothecary now decapping mid. Lord Commissar getting out there to harass things while he tries to do so. But there's that disruptive shot from the looted tank. Gives the looted tank some really good utility, that thing. That shot. Mekboy is level 3. It's more Terminators from Paige. That's what he's gone for. That's why he wasn't purchasing anything. He was waiting for the cooldown for more Terminators to call in. But look how much resources they still have. Don't have the population now to get a land raid up, but could get a tank up. Tanks are 18 population, I think. And he's got 19 to play with there. Smack. Eldar getting wrecked over on this south side. But they get away somehow. 82 to 90 is so close. Look at this. Uncontested power has done wonders for the blue team. A mistake from the Orc to leave it alone. He's been a little bit too focused on the middle, I guess. Hasn't tried to flank around. Hasn't gone after that power. Just to shoot it down, if nothing else. Storm Boys with their Bomber Boys going off. Are they level 4? No, level 3 and level 2. Really have petered out in their effectiveness, which is, I guess, understandable with a Dreadnought charging around. A level 4 Dreadnought now. Really fun to watch though, those two Storm Boys. And Terminator's trying to get the decap. Are they? What are they up to? No, they're just shooting. Here's more Terminators. Got double Cyclone missile launchers. Mekboy's there. Actually knocking back the Terminators, I think, with the custom force field. Basilisk Flare shutting down those range units. Where are those D cannons? That's a singularity, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, it's there. See a council capping, and something is taking the blue team's natural. I don't think they noticed. Only I just noticed, and there's Dire Avengers doing so. Where's the other D cannon? I don't know. Is it in a garrison? Can't seem to select it. Maybe it's in a webway. There we go. There it is. That's a juicy target for a singularity. 54, 64, 2-1 for red. Very important cap on this VP here. And now they're bashing power, those Dire Avengers. Doing lots of work. Fire Dragons on the way for retroi. But this is a massive, critical mass of stuff now from the blue team. Double Terminators, Dreadnought, really high level commanders. A level 10 Apothecary. Some massive heals coming off this guy. His heal scales with his level. Red team assaulting the mid. Double looted tanks and tank busters really need to focus fire on that Lehman Russ, because the Storm Boys are going to have a really tough time with that thing there. And it's the beamy gun as well getting shots in. Lord Commissar might want to tie that guy up if he can stop getting shot at. Are you guys repairing? No, you're not. Down goes the Leman Russ. There's the advanced healing. Healing up those Terminators. I believe it's 1.5% of your health per second or something. 33 to 56. Baneblade on the way. Look at that resources float from Paige. Eldritch. Terminators can just teleport out of there. Wasted nuke. It does stun the Dreadnought. Can these fire dragons finish it off? I don't think so. This is now an assault cannon Dreadnought as well. Wow, doing so much damage, that thing. I wonder if the barrage scales would level the damage on it. I don't think it does. So your Council needs to chain that knockback. Oh, he goes for grenades. Nicely done. And I think he still has the energy to use a shotgun blast. Yes, because they're so high level, these scouts. So your Council getting absolutely schooled here, and they will be forced to retreat. They've done a reasonable job, I think, all in all for retroi. They killed those Ogrins. They've been back capping stuff. Stormboy's now trying to cap 33 to 26, a 2 to 1 for blue. Here's a bunker. Looks like it's just a regular bunker at the moment, I think. Stormboys might finally wipe. No, they get away. The ruins of tanks in the mid here. And red team have actually conceded. There you have it. They thought they were done for. I guess retroi is really, really low on stuff. Just a D-cannon, a Seer Council, and a double fire dragon as well. Another one on the way. Would have been nice to see them play it out, but I think blue team did have it. Paige had a powerful army at the end of the game, and that is some serious resource flow. Could have easily got a Predator out or some more tactical marines or something. Maybe some Stone Guard veterans up. Lord Commissar level 10, Apothecary level 10, Farseer level 4 had the Singing Spear and Ghost Helm, and the Mekboy level 4. Big turnaround. There was a period where the Apothecary had just double scouts and was contesting the map reasonably well against the York. Strange one. Using those shotguns and grenades really well, I guess. There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.